Hi family, how's the parental life going? Yeah, I'm a stay-at-home dad, and I've decided to try to find ways to help other fellow parents who may need help or advice. And for future soon-to-be parents or stay-at-home, there's a lot of things to consider when deciding who's a stay-at-home parent. Uh, Back in the day, the norm was always the mother stays home and the dad goes back to work. But time has changed since then, right? There's a lot of things to take into consideration other than just the norm. So, I'm just going to give a scenario, that way you have something to play with in your head as I give the other things to consider. Because one of the major factors is finances. When you have an extra mouth to feed, it becomes very much more difficult. Kids aren't cheap, I know. So, if you live in a household where both of you together make 2,000 bucks, one make 1,500, one make 500, and a baby comes into the picture, and one of you have to be the stay-at-home parent now. The logical thing is the parent that make 1,500 bucks goes back to work, and the one that make 500 stays home with the kid. But keep in mind at 2,000 bucks, you're barely making ends meet. You're scraping. I'm just calling figures. I know nobody can live off of $2,000 a month now. So when the $1,500 parent go back to work, you now will have $500 less of income in your family, and your overhead is higher because you have an extra mouth to feed, pampers to buy, and so on and so forth, medication, whatever the case is. So there's other things to consider in the financial aspect of who stays home as a stay-at-home parent. One, who makes the money, that's the first one. Second one is you gotta act, does the parent who wanna go back to work have the opportunity to play catch-up money? Because if you're barely scraping 2,000 bucks, 1,500 ain't gonna cut it. So the one that's going to work have to be able to, one, be able to work overtime, two, extra shift, or three, maybe get a supplementary bonus. When that kid born, go ask your boss, yo, I need a raise, kids ain't cheap. That's two. One, who makes the more. Two, the ability to make catch up, or play catch up in the financial aspect. Three, their working timeline. What do I mean by that? Some jobs nowadays have split shift, which pretty much stifles the other parent and make them not able to go out and make any other supplementary income to help to make up that extra $500 that's needed to make the $2,000. So, in other words, there's a person going back to work timeline allows the stay-at-home parent to be able to go and do part-time work or overnight work to try to complement or supplement the $500 that's needed. So, those are the three tips to consider in the financial aspect of who should be a stay-at-home parent. One, who makes the most. Two, who has the ability to do catch-up or catch-up money. And three, whose schedule is a little bit more flexible to allow the other spouse to go and work part-time or whatever the case is. My name is Dali. This is my boy Chris. Living the life of a stay-at-home parent. Thank you. And trying to share information that might be helpful to other family members that might need it. So, if this information was helpful to you, give the video a thumbs up. Share it with anybody else you know who might need it. And subscribe for my other video that I'll be posting. I'm gonna try to do it once a week. We'll see how it goes. But happy parenting.